All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and here we go again with corrupt DA Fani Willis, which she is in a lot of trouble. Man, it seems like even more devastating news has come out about DA Fani Willis. I'm telling y'all now that I feel like she's going to be removed. A lot of us been kind of skeptical about this judge because we had recently found out the Judge McAfee actually donated to her campaign, and his wife donated to Fani Willis' campaign, which I don't see why in the world they did that. So we don't know if he got any ties to Fani Willis or he gonna try to let her off. We don't know yet, but right now it's not looking good for Fani Willis because her and Nathan Wade tried to stop his lawyer, Terrence Bradley, from talking, which means they say that Terrence Bradley knows a lot of stuff about their relationship. And Nathan Wade them and Fani Willis them, they tried to block it for where the judge couldn't make them testify. And the judge said, you know what, forget that. We want to hear what Terrence Bradley have to say. So right now, this one here is coming from Doug. He said that Fani Willis gets hit with something worse than Nathan Wade, and that's his lawyer, Bradley. And then he go on to say that Judge McAfee himself shuts up Fani Willis' hysterical defense live in the courtroom brawl of the century. Like I said, we definitely got to check this out. I'm telling y'all, it's going down. I'm just waiting for this right here to be removed. That's what I'm waiting on. But like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time. I appreciate all of you. Make sure y'all go to the description. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Doug. Go show him some love. He's doing a great job over there. Reason why I promote him a lot over here. And like I said, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and dive straight into it, and let's see exactly what just happened, y'all.
Team Fani Willis got a devastating defeat. They were trying to keep Terrence Bradley, Nathan Wade's ex-lawyer, shut up. And Judge McAfee is saying, no, you will come out and testify the things that they don't want you to talk about. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are, because pretty soon we're all going to be chanting, Fani got fired. Fani got fired. It's coming, but Fani's tactic, it's all falling apart. And
yeah, it is.
They've got to be hair on fire, screaming in hysteria this weekend. We're going to find out this afternoon just what he says. Here's the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Judge says law partner must testify about Wade's relationship with Willis. I believe it's over when that happens. A judge has determined that Nathan Wade's former law partner and divorce lawyer must tell the court what he knows about the special prosecutor's relationship with District Attorney Fani Willis. A decision that could produce more bombshell testimony as defense attorneys seek to disqualify the DA from prosecuting the Fulton County election interference case. So you can see now, this is going to undermine the entire case. It's because Fani Willis and Nathan Wade probably perjured themselves. You can't go after Trump if you're one of those types of district attorneys that have no credibility on the stand.
Right.
Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee's chambers notified attorneys in the case by email late last night that certain communications Terrence Bradley had with Wade are not protected by attorney-client privilege, according to numerous people who read the email. Bradley could be compelled to testify as soon as this afternoon. McAfee's decision followed a closed-door meeting between the judge, Bradley, on Monday and lasted nearly an hour and 20 minutes. That didn't take long, did it?
You know, if they committed perjury, if they filed false statements in court, they could face personal charges. They could be referred to the bar. I mean, the stakes are very high here.
Disbar them, throw them in jail, charge them. It's going to be great. I'm not even looking for revenge against Fani Willis. I don't hate her or Nathan Wade. I want them to leave Trump alone. I want Trump to run for president. That's the bottom line of this thing. You little nickel dime corrupt Fulton County grift organization should not be dictating national politics, all right? Fani Willis may be facing perjury charges, music to my ears. What kind of trouble is she in?
What do you make of these new revelations?
This is damning. At the very best, it's troubling. It seems to completely contradict the testimony of both Fani Willis and of Nathan Wade. And because of that, this could be a complete game changer in terms of how Judge McAfee decides to rule.
Oh, yeah, it's a big game changer. Here we go. Insurrection Barbie writes on Twitter, I love that Trump's lawyer waited until Nathan Wade and Fani Willis perjured themselves on the stand before releasing the geo-tracking data. See, that's why they delayed releasing the data. They were waiting for them to tell a bigger and bigger lie because their goal is just solely to get them removed. So they have to trick Fani Willis and Nathan Wade to give up an even bigger lie that will get this case reversed. That's what I believe the tactic is. I think it's brilliant. Trump's legal team is doing great on this. Here's USA Today. Could a Georgia judge derail the Trump election fraud case? Fani Willis' decision looms large. The bottom line, legal experts say, is that while Willis is very unlikely to be disqualified based on a strict interpretation of the Georgia law, I disagree. The time spent on hearing evidence about her affair with special prosecutor Nathan Wade threatens to push the actual election fraud trial back to either right before or after the election day. That's the strategy, guys. That's all there is to it. They just in the Trump team, which would included Mike Roman, had them go after Fani Willis and Nathan Wade's affair. Just in that distraction, it bought Trump time. See that? It pushed this whole thing. We're arguing about Fani Willis and Nathan Wade's lawyer, and can he go behind the scenes with Judge McAfee and have a private session to talk about.
But see, that was the thing right there was if Nathan Wade and Fani Willis, if they didn't have anything to hide, why is they trying to stop Terrence Bradley from testifying? Like, just think about this. If they didn't tell him anything, if he don't know anything about them, why was Nathan Wade trying so hard? Him and Fani, why was they trying so hard to try to block it? To block him from talking to Judge McAfee? You know what I'm saying? Like, they did not want this man to testify at all because he must know something. And I'm believing the fact that they said that Nathan Wade him and Terrence Bradley not cool anymore. Did he fire him or something like that? But they not cool anymore. So obviously now he was trying to block it and didn't want this man to testify. So obviously that means Terrence Bradley must know some dirt up on him. And Trump, that was right. Trump dropped his cell phone data at the right time. See, and then Fani Willis, if y'all noticed, she done went to a church for the second time. Y'all see, since she been in trouble, she keep trying to run to churches and bring God into her mess. Which she didn't do that at first. When she was going after Trump and she was doing all this corrupt stuff that nobody know about. Oh, she was good then. You didn't see her going to no churches. All of a sudden now, since she's been in trouble, she's going to churches. She's trying to bring God and use God, saying that people coming after her and Nathan Wade because of their skin color, just trying to pull the race card. It's too late for that. My only thing is I'm just hoping that Judge McAfee do the right thing. That's what I'm kind of skeptical about, because every time I listen to it, I'm like, he donated to her campaign. He supported this woman, him and his wife. Is he going to let her off the hook? Is he just pulling everybody's strings and stuff? Because with all this evidence and the stuff that she did to Miss Timpson and stuff at the office, a woman that's 4'7", you had to get 7 guards to put out a woman that's 4'7" because she wouldn't go along with your corruption. She knew that you was stealing. She knew all of this, and she was trying to tell you, but you got mad at her because she wouldn't go along with Fani Willis and everybody else that was in the office that knew that they was wrong. But since Miss Timpson didn't follow along, look what Fani Willis did. She fired her, got her up out of there. So this woman's been corrupt for a long time. And right now, it seems like Judge McAfee ain't having it. He like, you know what? You can shut up because we want him to testify. I don't care what you say.
Whether if you had attorney-client, see, it's dragging out, it's pushing, it's delaying. It gets Trump elected before they have to address this stuff.
Now, the Willis team kept on preventing questions from the opposing counsel, who was trying to show that it was, in fact, this attorney that supported their original motion, that this relationship began long before Nathan Wade was hired.
Now we're getting to the actual he said, she said. That is, that if this friend / lawyer of Nathan Wade's knows that the relationship started earlier, here comes the repercussions. Phil Holloway, I look forward to joining Megyn Kelly on Sirius FM. We will talk about what to expect today in the hastily scheduled hearing on the motion to toss Fani Willis from the Atlanta Trump RICO cases. It was hastily decided, probably because the new evidence that they have from Terrence Bradley is going to get her thrown. Willis's career may hinge on this. Very good. Here's a meme. Ignore the content of my character. Look at the color of my skin. That's all Fani Willis has left now, is the color of her skin. Preview. Here's a preview of what to expect from the Fani Willis disqualification hearing that resumes today. But first, why does it matter? Counsel for Trump co-defendant Michael Roman says Willis has made the legal process, quote, fundamentally unfair. A due process violation. Let's look at that violation. There's the big legal document. Here's the quick quote. The state had an obligation to protect at all costs, the fundamental fairness of the process and to avoid even the appearance of impropriety regarding the state's motives or the district attorney's personal or financial incentives in prosecuting the case. But the state did not do that, did it? So this goes back to living your life beyond reproach. She had to keep her nose pretty clean, and she didn't do that. Over the past several years, the district attorney has done the opposite, using the media to turn the screws on each of the defendants. That's like Jenna Ellis. Long before any trial juror was called to serve, these media appearances by public elected prosecutor are incredibly improper, but more importantly, they were designed to tear down the defendant's pre-trial constitutional protections.
Now, whether we're going to finally see those questions answered is something we'll be watching closely today. But the case seems to be unraveling for Willis and Wade. In their testimony, there was a great deal of contradiction, particularly for Mr. Wade. Some of his earlier sworn statements appear to be irreconcilable with.
Yeah, because remember, I said that for the longest, like, we knew that Nathan Wade was doing some lying. Like, come on. It was obvious. It was obvious that this man was lying. Who in the world get asked a question and look up in the air for 15 seconds, looked in the air for 15 seconds and just said, no. It took you that long to say no? I mean, just moving their nose around, just looking up in the air, everybody in the courtroom just looking. Like, is you going to answer the question? I've never seen nothing like this before. And you can't tell me, if it took him that long to just think about have he ever been in the cabin with Fani Willis, and it took him that long, trust me, man, if you're a man, this is a woman, you know if a woman had been to your cabin, you know if you done been to a specific place with somebody before. It's not hard to remember. You know this. But it just literally took him 15 seconds, and then he finally answered and said no. So we knew the rest of what he had to say was bull crap. So the reason why now he's trying to block Terrence Bradley, because he done told Terrence Bradley a whole lot of stuff that he don't want Terrence Bradley to tell the judge. But at this point, Terrence Bradley, he gonna be under oath, and look, he cannot lie, because he can get himself in some trouble. Once you raise that hand, it's a go. So he cannot lie. He has to tell the truth. And I don't think Terrence Bradley's going to get himself in some trouble to try to save Nathan Wade and Fani Willis. So you don't want to lie on the oath. You do not want to do that. So that was the reason why Nathan Wade was trying to block it. And the judge was like, no, I want to hear what he got to say. Forget you, Nathan. Forget you, Fani Willis. I want to hear what this man got to say. Because like I said, they both tried to get it blocked because they don't want him to talk. But hey, it's not looking good at all. And like I said, in the end, it's a win for Trump. So hopefully this case, she get removed and this case is done. Hopefully I don't think nobody else is going to try to pick it up. I really don't. But let's keep it going.
The facts that he later testified to. That's a nice way of saying that people believe he may have lied under the earlier sworn statements.
Yeah.
That's pretty serious because these two are prosecuting people for making false statements and filing false papers with courts.
Yep.
Because Fani Willis and Nathan Wade made false statements and filed false paperwork, they can't go after Trump for the same thing. It's pretty simple.
Real quick, so Bradley's his partner and his divorce attorney. If he comes out and tells the truth that this relationship started earlier, that will corroborate what the former friend said.
Oh, here's the former friend that Kilmeade's talking about. American Savage says, quote, "The testimony of one witness is enough to prove a fact," unquote. That's Fani Willis's own word. The testimony.
Yeah, and that was her friend right here that y'all see on screen. That was Fani Willis's friend. She even said that the relationship started way earlier than what Fani Willis and Nathan Wade is talking about. Because we know that they are lying. We know their relationship started way before then. Why would her friend sit here and lie? Her friend been knowing her for a long time. And she even testified and said it was way before then. But they trying to make it seem like it wasn't that long. So we already know. That's the reason why, Fani Willis, she came in the courtroom so hot and talking crazy, screaming and stuff like that at Miss Ashley Merchant. Like she was just unhinged. Something was just wrong with her. It's like that's how a person act. Once they've been caught, they just go crazy. Let's take it back a little bit.
American Savage says, quote, "The testimony of one witness is enough to prove a fact," unquote. That's Fani Willis's own word. The testimony of one witness can prove a fact. And here's the testimony of one witness. That is Fani Willis's former friend that said the relationship with Nathan Wade and Willis, she said it under oath, started before they said it did because Fani Willis and Nathan Wade perjured themselves. I predict that they will get thrown off the case.
Me too.
The question is, will the whole case get thrown out? That's the only thing left to discover. Your subscriptions are about to get me over 400,000. Don't forget to hit notifications too. So
Shout out to Doug, man. Like I said, make sure y'all go over, subscribe to him, show him some love. The man does a great job. Keep doing what you're doing, Doug. We all appreciate you. And you know me, I will continue to promote Doug. You know what I'm saying? Love his content and stuff like that. I even, learn a lot, listening to Doug and listening to what's going on. And it really, really helps me out a lot. So I really appreciate Doug for that. And like I said, man, this is unraveling. So we shall see exactly what's going to happen. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like I said, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all of you, especially the ones that stayed to the end. All right, thank you very much. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.